Hey guys, the Terminator 360 here. Ninjago has been going on for 10 years, so obviously not every major character or ninja suit has been made. Me and many other people think the best solution to that is a Ninjago CMF. There have been many great drafts and drawings, but what I went ahead and did here today was get a lot of the designs custom printed on official Lego parts to make an officially printed CMF, with the rest being purist customs. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and without further ado, let's get right into the video. Here we have custom printed Rebooted Jay with a custom molded Technoblade. This figure looks absolutely incredible. What is custom printed here is the torso and Technoblade, but the legs, head, and hair are official parts, giving it that real look. The torso is incredibly detailed, looking exactly like Jay's regular rebooted torso, but in gold, which is what it's supposed to be because that's how it was in the show. And I really like what they also did here with having the lightning in a slightly different shade of gold/yellow to really make it pop out, as well as having his logo in the corner, just looking very precise. And on the back, you can see we have Jay's logo. I never understood what that was supposed to be in the show. I think it's just some sort of lightning thing. And the more lightning. The Technoblade looks super awesome. It's exactly like it is in the show, but my one complaint on the Technoblade would be that it's a little grainy. If you look closely, you can see little lines on the yellow, but that doesn't really bother me too much when it's on display. This has got to be one of my favorite purist customs I ever made. It's the Overlord possessing Garmadon. First of all, I did use the original headpiece they used for that kind of makeshift figure they have of him. And because it works really good with like a teeth on the side, I used the 2019 Legacy Overlord head to have those purple eyes he has peeking out, as well as his hunted Garmadon upper torso replaced with purple arms, since he always had that like power blast purple thing when he was possessed, with the 2019 Overlord regular torso, as well as the misty legs. As I said, the one we got was kind of makeshift, and I'm really satisfied with how this one turned out. And even from the back, sometimes when you're making purist customs, the back just doesn't work with what you're doing, but here it does, being just pure black with some purple kind of corruption going up him, which I figured works perfectly. I don't really know what to give accessories to him, so if you have any suggestions, comment that below. Now time for Digi Zane, one of my favorite figures in this custom printed CMF. First off, the torso printing is absolutely amazing. It captures the Digi essence the rest of the ninja have, with those little virtual tag things, their color, and it kind of being an overlay vest. I love how we have the gray belt, just like what we saw in the official Digi Zane like pictures. Obviously we don't have the official minifigure, and that's overall great. An extra detail they had was some arm printing of the dots, and I feel that's really special since not many Ninjago minifigures, not even when you're custom printing them, have arm printing. Also, we have the Digi shoulder pads. I wish I could have gotten it in silver, but then it ended up just looking choppy. If we take it off, you can see the back has the same kind of look and is just a perfect continuation. All of the other figures here have some sort of thing that I don't really like about them, but this is one of the few perfect ones. Now we have a fairly simple purist custom, which is Sensei Lloyd, when he went into the Cursed Realm in Season 5 and had his father's robes. The hair is just any Lloyd hair, most of them are found on the rebooted Lloyd, and the face is a rare Lloyd face from the Lloyd DX, but you can really use any Lloyd face. I just really like how this one looks. The torso and legs are from the Season 4 Sensei Garmadon, with a sort of sanctuary piece, as well as a round crystal. The one complaint I have about this purist figure is that it has the anaconda tattoo on the back, because that was something specific to Garmadon in Season 4, but then again, I cannot complain about that. Something I really love about that was that it just fits so well with the aesthetic of Season 5, with them kind of fighting in the dark, and Lloyd had these darker robes with the round crystal and the sword of sanctuary really shining through. I just loved how it looked in the show and loved the purist. Easily my favorite custom figure in this CMF is Casual Nia from Seasons 3 to 5. Brickalips did an amazing job here, and it's so good. All the other minifigures have sort of a grainy feeling on the torso because they're custom printed, which is understandable. It's not official Lego printers, but this is as close as you can get to that real feeling. The design itself is completely on point, no inaccuracies, no design changes, which I love about it. And remember that era when this Neo was wearing the suit in the show? All her minifigures had a generic city face. So this custom printed face for Nia really means a lot. I also gave her the little fan from the official Kabuki Nia, as she used it when she was in this outfit. And it even has some amazing back printing, continuing it from the front. And really, this is probably the perfect figure in CMF quality-wise. It's exactly to the show. Perfectly custom printed. Easily my favorite figure here. As I said, Neo is probably my favorite figure from the CMF. Dr.Julien is a very strong contender. Dr.Julien is a figure we just need in minifigure form. Like, he's been around for so long and he's such an important character. It's astonishing we don't have him in minifigure form. The torso design, as on most of these, is perfectly accurate to the show. So we have, and the face print, as it is not just a face print from an existing character, I really appreciate how they have a new face print. He does have that side leg printing of his coat continuing, which I really appreciate, and it even continues all the way to the back. The back has a simple plain white lab coat design with a wrinkle, which, as I said, even though it's simple, it just works. I also gave him an official wrench and I gave him some official tools, as that would really work for him. And I was going to give him like a prototype Zane as his accessory, but that would technically be two minifigures in one, and that's not how CMFs work. Next up, we have Golden Rebooted Cole, and made by the same company as Jay. It resembles it in a lot of ways. First off, the gold texture they used on the torso and the different shades is consistent, and one thing that they added here is that instead of having it be a different shade of yellow, the rock kind of lightning is orange. Again, they really nailed it with how the general look looks. You can see Cole's regular rebooted here, exactly the same, and the orange is on that one, but in the show when it turned gold, that was gold. We also got the custom Techno Blade, which I'm gonna say looks really good with the chain and everything, but I would have done two things differently. One, I would have made it a darker shade of green so it really sticks out more, and he should have been able to hold it with his other hand, as you cannot hold the top part. Anyway, again, same as Jay, the head and legs are just official. And as you can see, the back printing, we have just a continuation of the front, looking overall amazing. Alright, this figure is more of an upgrade of a previous figure than a new custom printed or purest custom minifigure, but I felt it was too good of an upgrade not to include. The new CMF Sam Wilson, which by the way I think is one of the best minifigures LEGO has ever made, is so cool, and I realized how well it fits with PIXAL Samurai X armor. If you look at all around, it just looks like a much more detailed version. The arms seem like a perfect continuation of the white kind of shoulder pads on top, continuing the white upper part of the torso, as well as the silver gauntlets giving it some pizzazz, and the red hands perfectly mixing with the color scheme. Same thing with the legs, it has that same tactical strap look with the printed boots, and from the side it just looks so incredible with the helmet, arms, and legs. And even from the back, because LEGO doesn't print on the back, it looks cool. It's because it's not just plain dark blue from the back, which how the original figure was, which doesn't look that great. This actually looks like tactical gear. So again, this isn't really a new figure. We haven't gotten Pixel in a while, and I really love how this looks, so I thought it was justified to put it in here. Here we have Cole's mom, Lily, and this is a semi-purist custom. I modified only the hood. It was Cole's Season 11 hood, but I erased the logo to just give her that orange bandana. We use a generic woman's city face, since from under you can't really see. All you can see is the defining eyelashes through the mask. The torso is Cole RX's, as in that comic she appeared in. You saw that she had like basically the OG Cole thing, and I think the RX with it being surrounded by orange works super well. We also have the Season 11 Cole legs with the orange belt and tactical look down at the bottom. I think the white one is blending in a little bit of the background, but you can also see the two blades of the deliverance. the 2 blades of Shintaro from the Master of the Mountain sets. And these come in various sets. I just have 2 of them right here. From the back, you can see we have the Season 11 onward shoulder pad covering it up with the orange bandana. And I think this just looks like a super cool and tactical and accurate suit for Cole's mom. Here we have Ray from the Serpentine War Flashbacks. We use the Hands of Time Ray head, hair, body, and legs, but the small changes with the arms and shoulder pads really makes the difference. I gave him some silver shoulder pads to try and replicate that silverish look he had, even though he didn't have the shoulder pads, and I feel this is the best way to do that without overdoing it. The arms are from Cole RX, as they can also look like a fire with some charcoal in it, because Cole's is lava with earth, so we can use that. Then we also have these orange power blasts. They come in a few sets. I think they most recently came in, I'm forgetting, I'm just going to put the set name on the screen, and they look super cool. I prefer these power blasts over the ones that actually launch, just because of how cool they look at the ends. Now, for this, in an ideal world, this would be one of my most wanted Ninjago minifigures, not because of importance to the plot, just because of how cool that actual silver, red, and black suit looks. Alright, here's a pretty random one, but because of how well it turned out, I'm going to keep it in here. This is from an alternate timeline. What if Nia actually did die in Skybound? This would be like Kai post-apocalyptic after. He has his island hair, face, mask, and shoulder pads. You can also get that from his epic battle set. Then you have his Dragon Master torso, which I feel the scarf really works good for the apocalyptic thing. Then we have Bucky Barnes' arms from the new Marvel CMF. You can see that gold lining there. And Spider-Man's legs from the new Sanctum Sanctorum workshop from his integrated suit. The 2 blades are the custom printed elemental blades from Season 2 from Ninjago prints. And these are some really cool looking weapons. You can see they look like they're really sticking out with the fire, and the other one is Cole's. But it just looks really cool with them in both hands right here. And from the back, you can see how the little phoenix peeking through, as well as the dual molded legs showing from here as well. The next thing we have is a custom 10th anniversary Skylor, and this one was fairly simple to make. I took 10th anniversary Kai's legs and torso because it has that red underlying with, of course, the gold, fitting Skylor's color scheme, as they have very similar color schemes. I also took that 2-sided shoulder pad, as that was the shoulder pad Skylor was wearing in her most recent big appearance. Yes, she did appear in Nia's funeral in season 15, but like when she was actually like contributing to the plot. So I felt that worked best here, as well as her new design face and hair. I also used the smaller launchable power blast for her, as I feel it just works much more simple, fitting kind of under the shoulder pads. From the back, you can see there's nothing really conflicting there. The logo sticks right in between it, which I find super cool, as well as the ponytail not interfering with the shoulder pads, which is usually a problem when you have like different types of hair. They sometimes interfere with the shoulder pads you put, and it just doesn't look that good. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, make sure to hit my channel logo to subscribe and like the video down below. Click the top playlist to view my series, What Legacy Should Have Been, where I make custom Ninjago Legacy minifigures, and I'm sure you'll enjoy one of the other 2 cards on screen as well. Signing off for now, see you next time.